This shepherd dog is in front of the child every day. She was following him, but one day something happened that his family explained the reason he got the shock of their life when he realized 7-year-old Alex in Siberia, Aries, who live in a small town. He was the only child of his family. His father was Alek. In a coal mine outside of town, works wheelchair bound. His mother, Oli, is home as much as she can. Dad was busy with his work for hours, working under harsh conditions. He knew with whom he made a poor living, but despite their poverty they were happy. Alex so looked forward to their time he was pulling because his mother had prepared food for lunch every day. Takes him to his father through the roads of town, through the forest, and finally a Varan mine. Passing through the junkyard, had a fun adventure again. A day like this, Alex with a dog on the road encountered this rather large Alabay breed. A shepherd dog is also this extremely strong, and he looked healthy. Next to the boy he approached and sniffed the food in his hand. Although Alex tries to move on, maybe the animal wasn't leaving his belly. Thinking that she was hungry, she gave him a few. He gave a piece of bread and went on his way. Take the food to his father and then back. He was on his way back when the boy was junk with it again. As you pass through, it's every day now. Lexi in the car was starting to repeat, waiting for a few pieces that he gave. He needed the food, but every time follows the child for longer. She was leaving her husband at that time in Alabay. The boy, who has become like Alex's dog, is his friend. He gave the name Durek, which means finally stops. Boy from house to mine was accompanied from mine to value. Even good days along around the house. Time spends time, and Alex is with him. Everything was letting him play, family going as it should. Continued his ordinary life. One day, a great disaster occurred. Be a day or a lunch break again. He gave the food he prepared for him to his son. Alex is on his way to take him to his father. Had gone a few hours later. Worried woman who did not return despite her son. It was evening, air become darker. The worries of your side are getting worse. He had grown. His hands were tied because looking for him with a wheelchair, it was not possible for him to go. The door sprinkled water on the woman when you open the door, thinking you've come against. She saw her husband Alex was not there, choking on sobs. The family panicked when he told boy lost something alone, worried about her coming. Her father, he ran away to look for the night. You're already halfway past your son. He had returned home without finding his sons. Make sure something bad happened. What were the husband and wife in desperation thought they were going to do? They heard a loud barking sound. This is how the animal is barking like crazy, as if he wanted to tell something. When the dog goes out into the forest, he ran and waited. The man followed him. He understood that he had to did the hunt. The dog was about to light up. Moving forward, he LGS was going after him. He finally stopped and climbed on top of a hill and started to wait. Man, what is it? A cry. When you pause to understand, he heard the voice and went in that direction with all his might. He started running. Finally he came when a water well. Satellite looks in. Terrified Alex was there. He rescued his son from there and took him home. Their children whom they love very much, happy to be able to find you safely. Living family owes this to Duru Cafe. Knew they were